Hey everybody, it's been a couple years since we've been on this project. We started this blind in 2023. I think it was August 2023, and we're just now getting back to it again. We won't finish it today, but we'll get at least one wall done and probably start another wall tomorrow. But what I'm doing right now is laying out this front wall. I don't know how well you can see this, but there'll be a window in this opening here. This will be a solid piece of wood here, and then we'll have a window in this opening. And right now I'm just going to screw this board on here where it goes. Oh, I'm a little off. Damn. Alright, I got that side, and then we'll go to the end. Do the same thing. So my opening needs to be 34 5/8. So I'm going to do the two ends and then make sure the next board is at 34 5/8. And I had 34 and 11/16. So that's close enough. I'll just make sure I bury that pencil mark a little bit. Let me get my screw started first. We're not going to sit here and show you guys every little step because that video will be hours long. So we'll show you a little bit, then we'll get some work done, and we'll come back and show you what we've accomplished.
I'm going to show them where we're at. Down there. Down there is the food plot. I'm standing on the platform for the blind. Is that good?
Close enough, I'm hoping.
All right, you're going to do the same thing on the other side, right?
Yep. Well guys, it's been a minute since I showed you any updates on the hunting blind. As you can see, we have all the walls up, we have the siding on, we have the roof on, we have shingles on, and although it does not look like it from this angle, we do have a few windows in. Now we are only 8 days away from opening of gun season here in Missouri. And I was planning on using this blind this year. I still got 2 windows to put in, 1 door, and that's going to be my goals for today, to get them in, put my chairs in here, clean up around the blind a little bit, and we will be ready for hunting season in, again, 8 days. We've only been working on this a little bit at a time, and I kept meaning to bring you all along and show you how far we've got and the different stages, but I just kept forgetting to bring the camera. So we're going to walk over, take a little look at the blind. We'll take a little walk around, look on the inside, and we'll show you where we're at. So guys, I don't know if you can see it very well, but right down there is the food plot. It is right down there, and it's looking a little green. And we had quite the drought this year. And then when I put the seed down, it didn't rain for a couple weeks after. And I just did not have any time to put any more down. But this blind is 8 by 8. It has a 1 foot overhang on the back and sides, and has an 18-inch overhang on the front. It will have a total of 5 windows when we're done. And here's the 2 front windows. And I believe the windows are 34 inches long by 12 inches tall. So let me go back to this side real quick where there is no windows. There will be 2 windows on this side. And then on this side, we have 1 window. And the reason for 1 window on this side is because we can't really shoot back that way anyway, because right there, the property line's 75 yards or 175-ish yards that way. And our gate's right up there. But the further down this way you go, the wider it gets. We just use T111 siding. And this is the door, which this will be the first thing I work on today is the door. And now I want to take you in and show you what the inside looks like a little bit. So the film in, you can see it's a little small, but I mean I can stand up in here, no problem, from front to back. The back is a little over 6 feet tall. Actually, it's 6 feet tall. It's 6 foot tall to this top plate, and I'm 6'3", so as long as I stand in between the rafters, we're good. But yeah, that's what the blind looks like. We wanted to put some shelves and stuff in here, but that will not happen this year, but that's okay. So it's going to be a pretty nice blind when we're done. Nice and roomy. Usually 2 of us hunting at a time here, either me and my son or me and Chris. You know, we wanted something a little on the large side in case we ever wanted to bring like the grandkids in the future or a friend or whatever. And it's not that far from the camp area to get here. You just got to walk up the driveway toward the gate and then you're here. Which makes it nice because you can walk up the driveway, come into the back here, and then look out down over the hill. But that's where we're at today. I will try to bring you along as we finish up other steps. Like I said, next thing is the door. And hopefully we're getting this done today because I need to repot some trees here this weekend also. So guys, this is the door we're using. And this door came from a company called Whitetail Windows. And I will put the links to these doors and these windows in the description. But at the time of making this video, those windows was, I think, $66. The door was a little bit more expensive. It's an insulated door with a lock, and the door was $200. And again, that's the time of making this video in 2025. So guys, I had a little bit of this tar left over when I was doing the roof, because I actually put metal across the front of this roof. And I've just been putting a bead of this tar, roofing cement, whatever you want to call it, along the edge where the screws are. I did it on the windows, now I'm doing it on the door. And we're actually putting this window in, or this door in upside down. The reason being is because I want the door to open this way and not the other way. So that's why I'm doing that. And if you decide to go with these windows and doors, he gives you the rough openings right on his website. So when you look at the window, it'll tell you the shooting dimension, the rough dimension, the size of the doors. So I'm going to try to put it in this hole, again, without getting stuff all over me. Like I said, we're putting it in backwards or upside down because we want the door to open the other direction. Oh, and I just got it all over me. So, something we found out after we put the first 3 windows in was they actually supply the screws to put these windows and doors in. I actually used my short decking screws. to put the windows in. Now these chrome ones that came with it do look a lot better. When you put these screws down, it squeezes that torque to the edge of the seam there, giving it a good waterproof fit, waterproof seal. It came with 2 keys, it comes with a lock. Now when you turn the door upside down, the door is a little bit lower, the door handle, but it'll be fine. So guys, the door is in. Very simple. This was the easiest installation so far. The windows are difficult. I'll walk you in and show you why in a minute. But you can see it opens. Closes just fine. Now we're going to move on to the windows. So pardon the mess a little bit, guys. I'm going to sit in this chair and talk you through what was wrong with these windows when I made the openings. So, traditional window frame. Sorry, let's go back over here. Traditional window frame, if you can see that, the boards are flat like this. So I made all the openings like this. After I had these first 2 walls made up though, I went back and was talking to the guy that makes and distributes these windows. And he was telling me that the wall cannot be no thicker than, I believe it was 1 5/8 inches. So I couldn't wrap my head around what he was saying. So he ended up sending me a little diagram, which I will try to post in this video. And we got to put the boards flat, like this. So because I did them the other way first, I actually had to go back. Let me take this camera off here, it'll be a little bit easier. I actually had to go back and cut this board out, notch that 2x4 out so that that window could close. Now I only had to do it as wide as the window. That's why you see that little notch there like that. This one I did cut all the way out. And that's so because if you left it flat, the window would hit that 2x4 and only come down this far. So you have to give it enough room to where it folds all the way down. So you can see where I also had to notch this 2x4 out. So I'm hoping by having them flat like this, it will make a difference. But I got a feeling it's still going to be too wide. And I'll tell you why. Because he said 1 5/8 thickness on the wall. I will double check that number. But for those of you that know, a 2x4 is pretty much 1 5/8. Plus I got 3/8 inch siding on here. So that's probably going to make this opening here too thick. But we're going to find out here in a minute because we're about ready to take this piece out. And we was looking at this back window. We're thinking we may not need to cut that window out. Let me explain. So when you're sitting here, I mean, you actually got to sit like right here to be able to see out this window. I don't see no use. This window here, yes, so we can see out this side. But that window back there, I do not see any use for that window because, I mean, you can't really see out it unless you back up like this here. And you're not going to be doing that while you're hunting. And basically, if I'm up here like this, I can still see out this window back here as far as we got. So we're going to have an extra window, which is fine. Because I am thinking next year I plan on building another blind. And it's going to be down there closer to the pond. But that's where we're at. I want to go and get started on this window. What we've been doing is taking the drill. Trying to get 2 holes right beside each other. Just big enough to get a sawzall blade in. Because I'm trying to get it so close to the thing, it keeps pinching in there. That's why you hear that riveting noise. So guys, as I expected, when we put the window in here and we lay it down, it almost lays flat, but it hits this corner. And I had a feeling it was going to do that because just by the way I cut these other windows out, it's a lot thinner than this is. But it looks like I just got to like cut this kind of on a 45, cut this corner off, and it might work. So I'm going to try it. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do it, but we're going to give it a try. So you see what I just did there? Just cut that corner off a little bit, and I'm going to take that all the way down. Probably go a little bit deeper than this one right here. Across. I ain't really too worried about it being. If you are, take more time. Like I said, run it through a table saw. But I've already got this thing put together, and I'm not taking it apart. Well, guys, we are going to call this blind done for this year. We got this fourth window in. We decided not to put this window in this year or ever. I don't think we need it. The simple fact is when you're in this blind, you're not going to be sitting way back here looking out this window. You're going to be up here, mainly focusing down there where the food plot is. And this window right here, I mean, I can see all the way, pretty good ways behind me. So I'm thinking that's going to be it. I would like to get some Velcro and put around here and put some of that netting, close this window up a little more. But that may not be this year, guys. That's going to probably be a job for next year because we only got a week left of hunting, or a week left before hunting season. But I did want to show you my view. So guys, my audio went out. My battery died in my microphone, so I'm just going to end this video here. I'm going to leave it as you look out my window at my view for this hunting season. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up. To see more of this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, you all have a great day.